Saturday night, and you know what that means. It's time for Collision After Dark, The Garage.
Tell me what's my age. Tell me what's my occupation. Tell me what's my race. Tell me is it with inflation. Tell me what's my age. Tell me what's my race. Tell me all my sexual distaste. Tell me what you need. Tell me how you feel. Tell me all your information. I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know. Tell me how it's fresh. Tell me if the item is for sale. And tell me if it is.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to your September 30th, 2023 edition of The Garage, otherwise known as Collision After Dark. I am the host of this program, the effing expert, Mr. Isaacs.
And I, of course, the patron saint of all of professional wrestling. I am that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada Dry. Damn it.
And as usual, we've gotten pretty used to these Saturday night threesomes, guys. We should be very proud of ourselves. Let's give ourselves a big pat on the back for our Saturday night threesomes. We've got the third man in our equation at the bottom. Go ahead and introduce yourself, fine sir.
I am the effing Golden Graham. How are we doing tonight, gentlemen?
We
I just
are
realized we didn't have any light.
Oh,
Let there be light, Canada Dry.
I didn't look. I have a new addition to my set.
I see. I like your Batman and Robin art.
Oh, the
Sorry,
Batman and
excuse
Robin art? Is that what was new up there?
Batman and Nightwing, not Robin.
Oh,
Nightwing.
My bad.
It was the original Robin. Right?
Yes.
It was Dick Grayson.
And then on the other side of my room, I have a larger Batman and Robin comic book. That's
Nice. Very good. All right, gentlemen, you know what we're here to do. We're here to review tonight's episode of AEW Collision, which was the go-home show for tomorrow evening's Wrestle Dream program. So let's go ahead and get right into it here. We'll kind of skip over the little opening promos. I mean, they do the same thing every single week. We know what it is. We don't really, nothing really noteworthy occurred with these, but nevertheless, it's the typical little hype that they do at the beginning of every program, leading into match number one, which was Juice Robinson with the Gun Club in tow versus Andrade El Idolo. And I'll just kind of go first here. I thought this match was really good. Andrade is he's becoming such a star. Like, he's got such a star power. He looks like $1 million. He wrestles like $1 million. Like, I'm just really digging Andrade right now.
Woo!
Yeah. the Charlotte Flair references, him using his wife's move and everything. It's pretty cool. I like it, but obviously he went over in this. We did see CJ Perry watching, and guys, she did her best Bret Hart meme watching the screen impression. She was standing facing the camera with her head cocked to the side.
That was a bit of an Easter egg, right? You think it was on purpose?
I don't know. I don't think she.
Well, that's just how
know
they do
that.
things in wrestling. They do it.
Not just how they do. I mean, they do that in WWE all the time.
Yeah,
I think it's just what they do.
Do you notice how the garage actually fits now and Joseph Graham isn't covering it up?
Hey, my fault.
Well, you're a big guy.
Can't F and dry.
Did
What'd
you
think
lose
of
weight?
opening
Is
match?
that what happened?
Yeah, thinned out a little bit, you know.
Now the garage is seeable.
Couple inches off the side of the beard is what did it.
Yep.
Yeah. Can of dry. What'd you think of the opening match?
This was who?
This was Juice Robinson and Andrade El Idolo.
Yes, this was a good one. I did enjoy this one. You knew Juice was going to lose, but there's a couple moves he did really well. Like that power bomb.
Yeah, I like that.
That was an extremely excellent power bomb. And Andrade sold it really well as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed this match. It was a good opener. It was nice that no one came to help out the Juice, and they made references to the whole story of MJF and the onslaught of Jay White through the whole match.
Yeah. F and Golden Graham, what'd you think?
I enjoyed this match. It was fun. Like you said, like I feel like Andrade gets a little more jacked like each time we see him on TV. That man is just so big. It's ridiculous. Someone like that shouldn't be moving the way he does.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that he looks so jacked and he's so athletic like that. I mean,
Yeah,
my
like
God.
he's so fluid in the ring, it's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
But I am glad to see that Jay White was selling the beatdown from Wednesday night instead of like walking out with the rest of Bullet Club. So
yeah, that made me happy too. I was afraid when I heard the music hit, oh, Jay White's just going to come out and just like act like everything's totally fine.
I will admit though, where was Cardboard?
Yeah.
Okay. Like he's there every other time. They should have had him out there tonight.
Yes, cardboard Jay White. Like if Juice just came with cardboard.
Yeah.
What if they brought out Cardboard Jay White and like they had like drawn like a black eye on him?
And Andrade could have like smashed cardboard somewhat through the match. Like, now you got no one.
Right.
That, or
Like,
you
that
could
would
have
have been
put, like,
terrific.
put a bandage on his head, on the cardboard's head.
Yeah, and like Andrade could actually do a pile driver to him or something.
Yeah.
That his head would fall off.
No, he killed us.
How did he die? His head fell off.
And then next week it's taped back on.
Could you imagine if they did that and then the next week the real Jay White comes out? Nigel McGuinness would be like, "It's a miracle. He's back from the dead."
I love how Nigel was selling the whole, you could say the guy with the devil mask on, it's clearly MJF. It's MJF. It's like, okay.
Guys, I can't resist anymore. You guys see this shirt?
Yes.
Yeah,
Sharpshooter action.
Yes.
Mine should be in the mail. I'm getting that exact shirt.
I
and
guess I'm glad I
hopefully-
didn't take that bet with you, right?
Yeah, I'm glad.
I would have lost.
Yeah, because I haven't got any more notification of mine being shipped out, but I did order it. I got that in the Magic of Wrestling shirt, so I'm hoping it comes in soon.
The last time I ordered a shirt from Pro Wrestling Tees, Mr. Isaacs, it sat at a post office depot 75 miles from my house for 3 days.
Oh Jesus.
Like, we'll get around to it. Don't worry. It's on our list of things to do.
I mean, I'm not that far from Chicago. Like, I'm really not.
Right.
Like,
you could walk up to the store and just say, pick it up yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
I'm
would
really
it be
not
quicker for you
terribly
to drive
far.
there and get it than?
I mean, it would take quite a while to drive because of traffic and everything, but
But
yeah.
yes, it would be quicker than our snail
Would it
mail
be cheaper,
mail
though?
service.
Would it be cheaper? Well, I drive a Ford F-150, so I don't know
So,
if
no.
the gas would probably kill me. So I definitely don't think it'd be cheaper. I think it'd be a lot more expensive than having it shipped. All right, so after this, I had to leave the room, but I saw there was some kind of Tony Storm segment on. I kind of missed what went on here. I assume it's kind of more of her devolving into madness. Golden Graham, could you shed any light on what this was and what you thought about it?
Yeah, it was just RJ City asking her a couple questions like, regarding not winning the championship, and then her just saying she like grabs RJ City's hand, and after like 2-3 minutes of talking, she's like, "Are you hitting on me? Are you making a move on me?" And he's like, "No." And she's like, "Why ain't I good enough?" And then that's where the segment ends. It was great. I loved it. Like,
Of course, we got Noob in the background chats.
Noob. I love that.
You know,
Noob,
I got a
man.
match with Noob tomorrow.
I
We
know.
talked about that
Yeah.
on our AFW prediction show.
They really threw Noob into the deep of the water here.
you know what?
against Canada
Noob was
Dry,
running
man.
his mouth, and that's what happens in the league.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Dallas stuck us in a Markova on a pole match.
What is this Russo era booking? Come on now.
Well, apparently the winner of this match gets a date with Markova.
Guys, as the resident HR administrator here at Effin Wrestling, I think we're going to have an off-camera conversation about this stipulation.
Of course, this is a kayfabe date. This has not actually happened. If anyone's watching the show, there's no.
Hopefully,
actual-
Natalia isn't watching the show right now, and she's like, "What? Huh?"
Yes, this is not the real Natalia Markova. This is a storyline.
So you're saying it's a cardboard
It's
Natalia?
cardboard
Markova.
Markova.
Well, yes, a cardboard.
So the winner of the match gets to take home cardboard Markova. Okay.
He
Last
thinks
man-
it's the last man standing match. He's tried to change the
The
step
stipulation.
Ooh.
because no, there's not going to be a last man standing match because I'm putting you in this sharpshooter and you're going to tap.
But
That's
how
not
does a
bad.
last man standing work with a something on a pole match? Like they're
Yeah, you can't be
complete
mixing this
opposites.
in. You can't be mixing
Yeah,
this
how does
in.
that work? Like you have to get the opponent on the ground, and then you have to retrieve the item from the post while the opponent's still on the ground for 10 seconds. What a convoluted match.
Akiaka has chosen you as her gentleman of the night.
Ayaka,
go.
thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's the can goal hat. That's what it is. See, my dad, every time I wear these, he's like, "You got your Samuel L. Jackson hat on, don't you?"
Yep.
I'm like, yep, sure do.
Did you say Samuel?
Samuel L. Jackson?
If you're getting compared to Samuel L. Jackson, you're doing something right. Just saying.
Yes. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's that man's a bad MFer, no doubt. We got match number 2, the Kingdom versus the Best Friends, and again, I was kind of in and out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out here, so I don't really have a lot of commentary about the match itself. I do know the Kingdom won, and did some weird promo where like Mike Bennett's like falling down with a bag of luggage, and he can't stand up like he's drunk. And
I do like bringing the luggage with them to the ring. I think that's brilliant.
Like,
It's
you
like
had to go catch-
we're so in and out. We're flying everywhere. We're flying to our good friend. We're always out. And we're here, but we're gone after this.
they're like, "Adam Cole, we want to invite you to come to Roddy's house.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
to
No, you have
Roddy's
surgery. Don't be a selfish bastard.
Screw your ankle surgery. Come deal with his kayfabe neck injury.
protect the neck." We're gonna be like playing Wu-Tang Clan here. Protect your neck. Golden Graham, what'd you think of this?
The match was fine. Like it was a good tag match. I mean, the outcome for me was never really in doubt. I didn't think the Best Friends were gonna win, but I love the promo from Matt Taven afterwards. It was great. Like this, like I hated this thing at first, but it's slowly growing on me. Like especially after last week when Roddy was in a different city and still in his nightgown from the freaking hospital. I loved it.
I want to see Mike Bennett do the same thing next week. I want to see him bring out luggage and then like stumble with the luggage all the way up the ramp. That needs to be like a weekly thing for him now.
Yeah, until
Canada, what'd you think of all this?
I really enjoy the Kingdom and their antics. Yeah, I thought it was a good match. I'm glad that the Kingdom went over here because they need that push.
Yeah. I mean, they're in kind of a top tier angle here. So like
Yeah.
I figured there was no chance that they're gonna job to the Best Friends.
Yeah.
The thing that I was happy about, and this is just kind of like me being petty here, I guess. I was glad that when they did the stupid hug thing with the camera, Kevin Kelly didn't say, "You gotta give the people what they want."
That's just an Excalibur thing. I will admit though, it did feel weird. Like you see the hug and then the camera's crashes out and
And
it's
nobody
just
said
silence.
anything.
It was weird.
Yeah, you gotta say it. You gotta say it.
I would much
Or you
rather
just
have, I
play-
would rather heard Nigel say it. I would have laughed my ass off. if
Or
that-
or you just have a voiceover of
of Excalibur.
That's what they need to do. They need to just have an Excalibur soundboard, so they could be like, it could say like 3 things. You gotta give the people what they want, and then it would say Tope Suicida, and then it could say
Picture in picture.
We're gonna come here backstage to a picture. That's about like 3 Excalibur isms that I think would be good on a soundboard.
You know, these Japanese folks, they don't know a lot of things. They don't know what basketball is. They don't know
Let's be careful how we word that now.
these people watching, these lovely people watching our show. They seem like they don't know about basketball. They don't know. I think they asked, "What's California?" one time.
What's
I mean,
California?
what's California is a very loaded question.
Yeah, what is? That's a shirt. What is California?
What is California, guys? Like in theory, what is California?
A dystopia at most points.
You can listen to Hotel California, and you can know that it's a place that you can go
Did you-
and never
Did
leave.
you know that the bear on their flag is an accident?
No, I did not know that.
I was not aware.
So
of that.
apparently, the person who was designing the flag asked for a pear,
Oh, and it was misheard.
and they thought they said bear.
That's
Like,
hilarious.
There's not that many bears in California. Okay.
Well, they were known as what the Bear Flag Republic for a while before they officially became a state. So
The Bear Flag Republic.
Yep. Yep.
And I'm pretty sure California is not loaded with bears.
Northern
Maybe in the
California.
northern California part.
Like
Yeah,
up in the
I mean,
mountains, yes.
they've got some mountainous area, in the northern parts. Yeah. All right, moving on, gentlemen. Alex frickin' Marvez was on my TV again.
Oh my!
Why? Why is this man ever on my television? Please don't. Anyways, Marvez is backstage. He's talking to Prince Nana with his excellent acting skills coming up. Don Callis, what are you doing here?
But mind you, right before they cut to Marvez, Kevin Kelly said, "Oh, Don Callis and Prince Nana are in the back talking. So why is Marvez acting surprised that they're talking?"
He didn't get the memo.
Yeah.
Clearly not.
Oh my God, guys. I know he's friends with the Cons. I know he's like a Jacksonville sports figure, so they love him. Please keep him off our TV.
Is he part of the sports team, like the announcers or something?
He is a football analyst, so he probably has connections to the Tampa Bay, to the Jacksonville area.
Yeah, he's like a sports journalist that covers.
So he might not even be a wrestling fan.
No, I don't think he knows anything about wrestling. To be quite frank, this
But
is
you know
like
what
a Kevin
saved
Dunn
this
thing.
whole segment
What's up?
is Prince Nana and his little speech there. He's like, after tonight, we're in the money. We're in the money. Do, 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 do. That is, just cracks me up every time.
I think every single program has to involve the Prince Nana dance at some point.
Yes, yes. It
Because
is
that
so
dance is
good.
just that is so dope. I mean, like Daniel Garcia just can't touch that dance.
I feel like the Prince Nana dance has replaced Alfonso Ribero's dance of the
oh yes, the Carlton Shuffle. Yeah. After that, we saw a creepy Julia Hart promo video. And then which led into a match of Julia Hart versus a enhancement talent that looks a lot like Chris Statlander. And I completely stepped out of the room and missed this entire match. I'm sure it was a squish match. I'm certain of it. But Canada Dry, what did you think of this?
This is the one with the Righteous.
No,
This
the
was,
women's match.
This was the women's match, Julia Hart versus the Enhancement
Yes,
Talent.
I didn't catch the beginning, but I was like, who is this woman that looks like Chris Statlander? Like same body type, hair. I was like,
She was great value, Chris Statlander.
yes.
Yes.
Wish Chris Statlander.
Wish Chris Statlander, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, it was interesting because it started out pretty good, and she looked good, Julia Hart. But if you look at the end when she did her little flop off the rope, she hurt her knee.
Hmm.
That's not good.
If you look why she was pinning her on an angle, because she was trying to protect her knee, and then she got up limping. The referee came over to her and asked her, "Are you okay?" And she kind of just grimaced and like, you gotta suck it up.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah.
You're supposed to look evil out there. Nobody that's evil actually hurts themselves. Okay. All right. I don't know if there was anything between match number 3 and match number 4. Like I said, I was out of the room. Do you remember anything that happened right after this match?
Yeah, Julia Hart called out Chris.
Okay. They just cut a promo again.
Yeah, Julia was like, I can't wait till tomorrow night. Chris, get out here. She came out with the best friends, and then she got out of the ring and walked away. Just playing little mind games with Chris, that's all.
Gotcha. All right. So match number 4.
Should we do a promo?
Yeah, go ahead.
Should we do an ad?
All
All right.
means.
So this show, of course, is brought to you by our good friends at Fight the World Wrestling. Fight the World Wrestling. Start training today to become a wrestler today. And that's fighttheworldwrestling.com. And you can train to be a wrestler like Natalia Markova and Brian Idol. And you can do it for $250 a month. Get a gas station job and go down to Largo, Florida and become a pro wrestler.
All right. And do we have the little video clip queued up for that?
No, we don't have the video on this edition of the show. We'll save it for the other shows.
Well, anyways, $250 a month. It's a steal, guys. If you're going to train to be a wrestler, go down there, learn from the best, be the best.
You know, I've made friends with a couple of the students.
Yes. I remember you telling me this.
Do have them on one of the shows where we just talk about wrestling and just have them on as panelists.
I mean, hell, that's good media training. Yeah, have them come on and just be part of a panel. Like, seriously, come on and be part of a panel. Join one of our programs and just talk about something wrestling related. Absolutely. I'd be more than happy to have any of them on any of the shows I'm on.
Which is like all the shows.
Which is like every single show in existence now.
Don't forget, you need to come up with a Bull of Truth for Monday.
Yes. If you don't hear from me by like sometime in the evening tomorrow, send me a reminder so I don't forget.
So this is a reminder for everyone. On Monday, Rest of the Paranormal, we have April Hunter on the show, former NWO girl. I just learned she was in TNA wrestling as well.
That name sounds familiar.
April Hunter, yeah, she was she was the NWO girl. And so she's part of the Kill City Cup as well. Should we just get the Kill City Cup out of the way?
Let's do it, brother.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes, we'll get all our advertising out of the way. So yeah, she's going to be part of our Kill City Cup show on Monday. We're going to show some paranormal videos. We're going to talk about a little bit about what her career is and stuff like that in the Kill City Cup. But we're going to show some paranormal videos, and we're just going to have fun with April Hunter. So let's get this Kill City Cup advertising out of the way. You can go down to Kill City Cup right in the link below, or you just go on YouTube here and search it, Kill City Cup, and give it a like and subscribe. And here's a video.
Welcome to the Kill City Cup. by the ball.
Right by the balls. Right by them. Just gotta squish them like a squish match.
Yes.
That is the Kill City Cup. Anyways, moving on. We got match number 4, Jericho and Omega versus the Gates of Agony. Now, I kind of came back in again in the middle of this match, so I don't have too many thoughts on it, but I did see Jericho and Omega win and cut a pretty good promo post-match, hyping up their match tomorrow night against the Don Callis family. Canada Dry, what did you think of this match and the promo that followed it?
This is the one from in the back.
This was the Jericho and Omega versus Gates of Agony match.
Oh, okay. We're skipping the promo that they did. Okay.
Well, the promo afterwards. They did a promo after the match.
But
They
they
also
had
did a promo before.
Okay, I missed that part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
Both promos.
Yes. All right. So this was a very entertaining match.
Yeah.
Like the Gates of Agony are a very good team. Like these guys have a lot of talent, and I sometimes you just wonder, why are these guys not getting the push that they deserve? Like
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Like Cage is not pushed. These guys are pushed even less. It doesn't make sense to me a lot of times. Like, are they against big guys for some reason? Are they just a big guy? Like, you can't have big guys going over.
Yeah, you got to have some big guys, man. You got to.
Like, you got to have big guys winning.
Yeah. I
Like, there's
agree.
no big guys in AW winning at all.
Yep. I'd say that's got to be a Bucks influence thing there. If I had to guess.
Well, yeah, like at first you had
No.
were you gonna say something?
No, I think Tony's a WCW guy, and they were never really big on super big people.
Are
So,
you kidding me? No, they
Hmm.
did. They were
Goldberg,
really a big guys.
Nash.
towards the end, but what Tony Khan likes, it obviously isn't the
Yes,
big guy.
it's just you have to agree though. It's bad booking.
I mean, it can be, yeah.
Yeah, like you had what's his name? Murder Hawk Monster,
Oh, yeah.
Lance Archer.
Archer. Yeah.
He came in and he was booked really strong, and then just like it's just like,
Just
I
vanished.
don't get it.
I mean, that guy's just gone. Like,
I
you-
mean,
you
part
see
of
him
it is
pop
that
up
he
once
was
in a
still at his
while.
commitments. Imagine him was probably his New Japan commitments that he had.
Yeah, I mean, he does do. He did have some commitments with New Japan, yeah, but there was just large gaps.
Good news. Justin just gave me some good news. The
I
Blue
believe
Jays
in
have
that.
clinched a wild card spot.
Ooh, well, go Canada indeed. All right, Toronto. Congratulations to the Blue Jays. All right, Golden Graham, what did you think of this?
This is an example of can they coexist being told well. Like, that story isn't bad in wrestling. It's just very overdone at times in WWE because it feels like they do it all the time.
Which story?
The can we coexist story.
Yeah,
I think
Between-
they're not. I think they're just kind of skipping that part. They're just like,
I mean, it was definitely, but between the pre-show, the pre-match promo and the post-match promo, they were very much harping on the can we coexist thing. But yeah, I had fun. It was a great match. Once again, another match where there was no way Kenny and Chris were losing. So
Yeah.
I think you reported this that the Chris Jericho had trademarked the Golden Jets.
yes, the Golden Jets.
Now, if you guys don't know this, the Winnipeg Jets were originally called the Golden Jets.
Oh, I did not know
I
that.
did not know that. No.
I just
So, yeah.
assumed they were called the Golden Jets because the Winnipeg Jets, then the Golden Lovers
The
of
Golden
Kenny and
Lovers,
Coda. I just
yeah.
assumed.
No, that's what the team was originally called because Bobby Hall, the Golden Jet,
I see. I didn't know that. Interesting.
had played for the Winnipeg Jets, and they built the team around him.
Oh wow.
Well, there you
And,
go.
So it's the Winnipeg connection.
Yes. Those damn Winnipegians.
I think it would have been better to be called the Winnipeggers. like
The
Chris
Winner-
Jericho.
I don't think they would have got away with that.
Hi-yo, the Winnipeggers.
It's the Winnipegger. I can see Jericho getting it over.
Let's shorten that up to just the Peggers now.
And like Kenny's all like, I'm from South Carolina. No, you're from Winnipeg, you idiot.
Anyways, afterwards we saw another promo from the Righteous, another video promo, kind of similar to the one from last week. We saw a Darby and Cage promo. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, fellas, but I believe they said during this that this match was going to be the main event of the card.
They did.
That's very interesting to me. Very interesting to me, with the speculation of Christian's former partner possibly joining AEW. That's very interesting. But do you guys have a thought on that before we move forward?
Well, I think between that and I didn't know this, but like the pre-sale code for Wrestle Dream was like EDGR 25.
Oh,
so like
jeez.
Edge 25. So
The thing I did want to talk about was in that after promo with Kenny and Jericho. Kenny Omega goes, "You spent $30,000 to fly to Tokyo." What? I could see 10,000, like a very nice flight to Tokyo.
hey,
This-
look, there's no way Don Callis is flying coach. Let's be real.
Yes, but it's still not 30,000.
This must have been like a Japanese equivalent of the Mile High Club, right? Where there's some like Tokyo hookers and
Whoa,
hockey or
let's
something.
not get canceled.
There had to be something on here to cause it to be $30,000. I mean, come
And
on.
you know what? They'll never explain why it was 30,000. They'll just be like, you know what? I think they do this on purpose. This is why they're doing it. So we say something on the show. Why is it $30,000? And they'll laugh about it later. Oh, they totally talked about it.
Well, what if they sat in like a boardroom meeting or like a writer's room meeting later this week and was like, okay, guys, I got a status update here on the $30,000 comment. The All Effin' Wrestling YouTube channel actually mentioned it and boosted our mentions on Twitter. Yeah, what if that came up and we would never know about it? Like
That would be hilarious.
that would be great.
I'll have you know, I got a retweet from Al Snow today.
Nice.
You did. Was it about the
Yes.
wrestlers?
Yes, I said I really love your Netflix show. I'm looking forward to season 2. And he just retweeted, "Thank you." So that's nice.
I
Have you
still gotta
caught
check it
this?
out.
Have you caught this show?
I haven't yet. No,
Not yet.
I
No, I
keep
haven't.
meaning to sit down and watch it because, like, I mean, I'm familiar with. I watch OVW. It's on local television here, so I'll watch it from time to time. And the guy that bought it, the sports radio guy, Matt Jones, like he's a big, prominent sports talk radio guy here. He's like the guy that does all the University of Kentucky sports programs, and so I'm curious to see, like how this went down with him buying it and everything. It's fascinating to me.
I'm super into Hollywood.
Oh
like,
yeah,
Like not in a sexual way or anything
JFB
like
didn't like her at all.
Well, here's the thing. She had a traumatic childhood. And just like her mom was in jail. She was shifted up to foster home.
Yeah,
And just like she had a kid young, but like out of it, she's still living her dream to become a professional wrestler
wow.
at 21 years old. And I'm just like, even though you got all this shit that happened to you and you're misconstrued or whatever, everyone thinks you're a jerk or whatever,
Yeah,
still living your dream to become a professional wrestler. And
I heard somebody on another podcast refer to her as a female Enzo. Does that sound accurate?
No. Okay, you have to watch the show, and maybe we'll do a Hollywood episode after you guys watch the show. We'll just talk about Hollywood.
Or even just an episode about the show in general. You know, if we get some of us that have watched all the way through it, and I think that would make a good show.
Yeah,
Especially
we'll
with
do
time.
the wrestlers podcast. That'll be
Yeah.
our next one. Okay.
Okay.
You got Netflix, Jeff, Golden Graham?
Yes, I do.
All right. So let me know when you guys have watched the whole series, and we'll do a whole episode on the wrestlers, and we'll talk
Okay.
about
Sounds good to me. All right, let's go ahead and move on here to match number 4, which was the Righteous versus some enhancement talent. I'm sorry, I forgot their name. I don't remember hearing it or seeing it.
Maybe Aaron should date a Japanese lady.
Maybe you should, man.
I don't
ever
know.
thought about
What
it?
does Aaron
You
think
know-
about that?
You know, there's not a lot of Japanese ladies lining up outside my door. I'm just saying. Oh man.
The Righteous versus enhancement talent. This was a squish match. The enhancement talent was pretty athletic. I mean, they hit a couple of big moves early on, which was kind of strange, but then of course they lost. And the Righteous did this weird thing where they got like a board out and put it between the two guys' feet and then like smacked it with like a steel chair. It was kind of an odd thing, but yeah,
It was cool.
it looked pretty brutal. Some kind of weird torture method.
And the
Um,
the block had all these little drawings on it. I think they might have been the paper cardboard people.
it had like flowers and stuff. I think.
Was it flowers? Okay.
I think I
Was it?
saw a flower on there. It's just weird little like hippie kind of cult like stuff. Crowd was chanting "Shut the f up" in the post match promo, which was kind of interesting. These guys are getting some good heat considering they just came in.
Is
Golden
this
Grand
go
Prix
away
is-
heat? Like go the fuck away heat?
could be classic X-Pac heat. X-Pac heat. I don't know. What do you think of this, Golden Graham?
The Righteous does nothing for me. I just don't care. Like, I didn't like them in the original ROH. Like, I didn't like it when they joined the Kingdom, when they were Kingdom 2.0. I just doesn't their thing does nothing for me. I don't care.
Yeah.
And I can't really evaluate the match because it was a squish match, and the Righteous's finisher is really dumb. Let me jump off your belly. Like,
See, the creepy sex cult thing starting to make sense now.
yeah, it is.
Well, maybe they would creep if they actually made that part of the gimmick. It would actually they make them more relevant.
It probably would. Canada F and Dry. What'd you think of the squish match here?
They're trying way too hard to be Bray Wyatt,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you know you talk about Wish Chris Statlanders. These guys are Wish brand Bray Wyatts.
Right.
This is the classic of, Mom, I want Bray Wyatt. No, we have Bray Wyatt at home, and it's
Right,
Dutton
that old
Vincent.
Well, it was kind of like, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I saw it reported that Vincent, before joining AEW, was kind of sort of, at least in preliminary talks, of being Uncle Howdy.
Yeah, like he was in. They were in
WWE.
serious talks for both of them to join.
Which one is that? That's just the
It's the guy that looks like Bray with the
skinny guy.
No,
braids
both of them
and
were.
tattoos.
Both Vincent and Dutch
Yeah.
were going to go to WWE,
Yeah.
but then they were going to be part of the Wyatt Six, but then that never came, so they never got signed. So
I do dig that Vincent has an Avenged
Hold on, I'm
Sevenfold
going to address
tattoo.
these guys in the chat. Just so you know, if you're saying something negative, I'm not going to post your comment. So just so you know.
Yeah. I mean, we see stuff like that pop up from time to time, but we're not going to address it, guys. So you might as well just don't waste your time.
Yeah, keep it positive.
Yeah, we're all about positivity here. Damn it!
Damn it.
All right, we got match number 5 here. And this was the main event, in fact. Aussie Open, Big Bill and Ricky Starks versus FTR, Rudy
Big Bill.
and Brian Danielson. Zack Sabre Jr. on commentary. Here comes the golf cart for good old JR. Came out for the main
Only,
event
if
as well.
only.
Yeah, I mean, this obviously was a really fun match. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It ended strange for me. I don't know if that was the planned finish. It
For
didn't
the people
look like
watching,
it was.
Please explain how it ended.
It ended with I don't remember who got the pin. Starks got the pin, right? Starks
Yeah.
pinned what was it, Dax that he pinned?
yes, Starks on
And-
Dax.
Cash Wheeler was coming in to break up the pin, but like Aubrey counted to 3, and like it looked very convoluted and strange.
Like someone messed up. One
Yeah.
of them messed up.
Yeah.
I mean, while someone did mess up, at least Aubrey didn't pull a Rick Knox.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah,
did
at
her
least
job and
she-
she counted the 3.
Yeah. So
This is an
kudos
8-man
to Aubrey
this-
for that.
This is an 8-man tag match. It'll have no bearing on the pay-per-view tomorrow.
So it could have been Dax couldn't pick up his shoulders.
It could have been. But I will say this. Please don't ever do the combination spear chokeslam ever again. That was the most ugly thing I've ever seen in my life.
Right. So yeah, this is kind of an odd finish, and we could just go ahead and throw the little smosh afterwards too. I think Danielson and Sabre Jr. were just trying to waste a couple minutes here because they kind of got in the ring and kind of like talked to each other for what seemed like forever, and then they got very mildly.
Danielson's
physical.
like, hey,
they
I
got
went to
very.
the- I went to the Seattle Kraken game the other day. Did you catch it? He's like,
They
"No, I
got
didn't
very
catch it."
mildly physical with each other to end the program in kind of a very awkward manner. So this was a weird finish to a really good match. Canada Dry, what do you think of this?
It was very, very. Sorry, just yawning. It's very action packed. It was hard to follow at times.
Yeah.
Like if you stopped paying attention for a few seconds to check your phone or whatever, you're like, "Whoa, what just happened?" You're like, I don't like 8-man tags at all.
I don't either for the most part. Yeah.
It's like you're trying to fit all, like, I don't know, maybe a small battle royal would be better.
Right. Well, this is kind of taken out of New Japan's playbook because when New Japan, like in between their big events, and they have all those little like Carrick and Hall events, they always fill them with what I call the cluster F tag matches, where it's like every match is like, we got to take the entire roster and put them in 8-man tags all the way down the card.
Yep.
And that's literally what the entire event is, just to get everybody seen. So it just kind of comes across like gratuitous.
Or you could even do elimination style like Survivor Series.
Could. Of course, that
That'd be
eats up a lot of TV time. They would have to allocate a lot more time to it.
You could just pull a WWE style match and have like 3 eliminations in 15 seconds.
So true. He's eliminated.
Yeah, yeah. They have
Was that
some
how many more
style.
people I got eliminated in how much time? Oh shit.
Golden Graham, what'd you think of this main event?
Oh, I had fun watching it. I love the spot where all 4 of the Team Danielson were doing the kicks.
Yeah.
It's just it was fun. Like, and even the worst wrestler in there, Big Bill, actually looked good tonight. So,
He did. Big Bill's been looking good here lately, man. I think. I think he's been looking pretty good the past few weeks. Anytime I've seen him.
and I like
Maybe
the fact
he's
that
told Kenny Omega I'm sorry, not Kenny Omega. Maybe he's told Tony Khan, I'm actually only 5'9". Oh, really? Maybe we can book him a little bit better then.
Guys, now that we said this, he's going to be jobbing to one of the Bucks next weekend. I think we just gave him the curse. I think that's what
Maybe.
happened.
we'll see if we have that magical power or not.
Next week, Big Bill puts over Matt Jackson clean in the middle. All right,
Matt Jackson
guys.
is a 5 count.
Yeah, King Kong Bundy style. He
Yes.
gets a 5 count because he beat Big Bill that badly. The super kick knocked him that dead cold. Yeah.
I miss things like that in wrestling, the 5 count.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big E brought it back in NXT for a bit.
Big E did it for a little while. Yeah. Wasn't
Yeah,
there
he should have
somebody
done
else
it on the
that
main
did it
roster
too?
because that's just fun.
Somebody else on the main roster did it too. I can't remember who. I can't remember if it was when Brodus Clay was a heel or
Maybe I don't remember.
I don't know. Anyways, we have reached the end of the evening here, and we got to do our usual spiel. Match of the night, promo of the night, bell rating of the night. And
You know,
I will
Jim
start with
became
Canada
this
Dry.
bell thing. It's so close to belts.
It is.
Like, how many belts are you giving this?
We should change it to how many Meltzers are we giving it?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my goodness!
How
Haney
many
was gonna
tuna
go to every
melters
single
are we giving
episode.
it? I'm starting with you, Canada Dry. What do you say?
I say the best match is Andrade and Juice Robinson. And for my segment of the night, I'm going with Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega and that $30,000 airplane flight. And I'm giving this episode 3.275.
3.275. Really, Canada Dry?
3.276.
I'm going to give a rating of
3.276.
pie. Can I give a rating of pie, Golden Graham?
3.14, sure. I ain't going out anymore.
What kind of pie?
Apple pie.
Ooh.
It's like warm apple pie. This episode.
What do you
Some
put on
ice
your
cream
apple?
on the side?
Apple pie with what?
With whipped cream, of course.
Not vanilla ice cream?
No, I'm not
Or
much of an
American
ice cream
cheese?
guy. No,
I don't know too many people that like the cheese with their apple pie.
no. You can
Usually you
that.
do like a nice, most people do like a sharp cheese to contrast the sweetness of the apple pie.
Yeah,
It's like a sharp cheddar.
yeah. Sharp cheddar's good. I could do that.
Give me a blueberry pie. Give me a blackberry pie. Give me a peach pie. Oh,
See, I prefer peach cobbler is delicious.
What about cherry pie, gentlemen? This is after dark.
Feast my cherry pie.
I will tell you what, like, I don't know why, like, me as a 5 or 6 year old was able to listen to Warrant and go around singing that song like I did.
Because it was the 80s and nobody gave a shit, man.
Yeah, basically.
It's like, hey,
Oh,
that's
you
a
ever
good
see,
catchy
Little
song
Miss
on the radio.
Sunshine?
What's that?
Did you ever see the movie Little Miss Sunshine?
I think so.
I don't
So-
recall.
It's this child, I guess, beauty contestant. And just this little girl coming out to Cheese My Cherry Pie dancing.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man.
It's like, what the hell?
Inappropriate. I'll go ahead and go next. My match of the night, I'm going to say the main event. It was a cluster F, but it was a fun cluster F. And if it's got Bryan Danielson and FTR, I almost feel like I'm obligated to say that's the match of the night for me. Segment of the night, I'm going to go with Canada Dry's answer of the Omega and Jericho. I thought that was a really good promo, the one they did at the end of the match, hyping up for tomorrow night. I thought that was really good.
Now, this isn't just mine. We can co-parent this segment together.
Well, there we go. We are in solidarity here.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
going to raise
segment
this
of the night.
segment to be a good, fine, upstanding citizen.
Yes. And with dual citizenship,
Yes. Oh.
Canada and American. Yeah.
Now, we have this comment by Manaku.
I am
Rick-
though.
Rich Southwood needs to be on more.
Hmm.
Now, with this, I will give you an announcement. Rich Southwood is now one of the co-hosts of Dynamite After Dark.
Oh wow.
Oh, he's taking
Congratulations
over
to
for.
Mr. Southwood.
Yes, Trey J cannot be on the show anymore, so Rich Southwood is taking over.
Oh well, that's very exciting. Rich Southwood's awesome. I think Rich is he's got a great personality and he's got a good love and passion of wrestling. So I think he'll do really well with that.
And have you seen that? Have you seen him eat a pickle?
No, I've never
my-
thought about Rich Southwood eating a pickle.
I can't believe he did that with the pickle.
All right, I got to get my bell rating before we get too sidetracked here.
How many pickles are you giving this? Oh no, sorry.
This show, it was just okay for me, dog.
I thought you gave it pie.
It was just okay. Pie was a joke answer.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually going to go a little bit lower than pie, and I'm gonna be a little generous here. And I'm gonna give it 3 bells.
You got to make him erase the pie answer now.
I didn't put the pie answer in to
Oh,
begin
okay.
with.
He knew that was a BS answer. Come on. Golden
And-
Graham's smarter than that.
Were you saying I'm dumber than that then?
I'm like right on par with Mr. Isaacs. Like match of the night for me was the main event. It's going to be tri-parenting because the Omega and Jericho promo after the match was the best thing on the show. I think it really got me excited for Wrestle Dream tomorrow.
If we all chip in, we can send this segment to college.
I know. To
Now,
Harvard,
just so you know,
three of us
Canada
are
Dry, this segment child is now 75% American,
67% American.
67%.
But he was born in Canada.
That's fine.
Yeah.
True, he was born in Canada.
Yeah. Well, that counts.
Yeah,
for
and
With 2 Canadians in the segment as well.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
just saying.
and I'm giving it 3 bells as well. Like nothing horrible, nothing great, like overall, except for that promo that really got me excited for tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So our average for today is 3.092 bells.
Wow.
So
So in other words, this was a solid program. I mean, it was
Look,
nothing that was going to
Yeah.
blow the doors off the hinges or anything, but it was solid.
look, it's not bad for a Saturday night when you're going up against basically playoff baseball and the WWE PLE. So
Yeah. It was what
Our
was
own
it?
AFW chat
Mhm.
had many people watching the NXT.
it was NXT No Mercy was tonight.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what it was.
It's funny how No Mercy had been downgraded to NXT.
Yeah.
It's like NXT has taken all the old discontinued WWE pay-per-views.
They did use all the WCW ones. Like I assume they'll probably do Halloween Havoc.
Yep, it's
Sometime.
they announced it tonight. It's a 2-week event on the 24th and the 31st.
They do Halloween Havoc. They do the Great American Bash.
Yep.
Well, that was
Everything else
originally WWE, right?
What's that?
That was a main roster one as well.
Great American Bash?
The
Great
Bash,
American Bash
Great
was a
American Bash, or
WCW
the Bash,
pay-per-view.
Bash at the Beach.
Yeah. It was a WCW pay-per-view, but WWE did adopt it like around like 03 or something like that.
I think that's
Yeah,
where Hulk Hogan went against Shawn Michaels at Great American Bash.
That was at
I thought that was
at one of the
SummerSlam.
SummerSlams. Yeah.
I think they teamed up at the Great American Bash.
Yes, that's what it is. That's
and
when
that's
they
where
started
they
that.
super kicked them after the match
Yeah,
to set up
yeah.
the angle for
The-
SummerSlam.
their
That is
match
the
with the classic overselling. The
Yeah.
greatest overselling job in history was at
Did you ever-
SummerSlam.
Did you ever hear what Hogan said about that match?
I
he
don't
didn't
recall.
get that Sean was like being an ass and overselling. He thought he was just out there doing a regular sell job.
Shawn Michaels is
Oh, yeah.
flipping around.
I'm doing the hell of a job, man. He's helping me out, brother.
That dude, man, that dude was selling his ass off, brother.
I do wish someone would do what WCW used to do and just have a pay-per-view right on the beach.
Yes,
That was
Yes.
awesome.
that was
That was
fun.
the one good thing WCW did was
But not
Like,
really.
what was
Because how are you going to, like the Sturgis one, you're pretty much not selling tickets. You've got all these fucking bikes everywhere.
Yeah.
that? But like their on location shows were always great,
Well, it's like
scenery wise.
and I talked to Liam about this because I don't think he realized it, but the very final Nitro where Shane McMahon came out was in Panama City Beach. It was literally on the beach at night. So here comes Shane McMahon strolling out to a ring on the beach. It was just so surreal. But WCW used to do those shows all the time, and I remember the those Sturgis shows started out as Hog Wild, then they changed it to Road Wild for some
Yep.
reason. Apparently, like the commentators, like Bobby Heenan, was like terrified that they were going to start throwing shit at him, and either that or they did start throwing shit at him, one or the other. And like apparently there was quite a few like racial epithets thrown out at like
Oh,
Harlem.
yeah. Booker T and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stevie Ray
Yeah.
going out to a bunch of Hell's Angels at the
Yeah.
Sturgis. Oh, that's like-
Speaking of WCW, I finally watched Dark Side of the Ring Bash at the Beach.
Oh,
the
the
2000.
yeah.
like I tell you what, like they tried their damnedest to make you like Hogan more, but I was like, this doesn't do anything to make me like him anymore.
You know what it made it do? It actually made me like Rusev more. I'm not Rusev, Russo more.
Russo. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and
really
like,
hard.
You can understand his point, his perspective in this.
Yeah, like I
God.
never really like. My only thing was just like his booking of matches. Like where he wanted to go was always good. It's just getting there was always bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Russo, in fairness, had some decent ideas. I mean, if he didn't have any decent ideas, like he would have never made it as far as he did.
Did you watch this episode, Jeremy?
I have to wait for it to hit Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have YouTube TV and it doesn't have Vice. So I don't have a way of seeing it until it shows up on Hulu, but it's like usually a year after the original airs. So it's going to be a little while before I see it, unless I catch it on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, like also like
Speaking of Hulu, they are no longer going to be hosting wrestling on there.
Yeah, they're losing their WWE contract apparently. Yeah.
Yep.
Which makes sense because it's owned jointly by Fox and ABC. So like if they're going full on in with NBC Universal, then everything's just going to go straight to Peacock.
Yep.
Which makes total sense. I mean, it's better for fans too, really, because it's better to have it all consolidated into one service.
It's one less subscription service you need to have.
And I tell you, the only thing that I really don't like about the WWE Network on Peacock is you cannot search for shit on there.
Yeah, the UI is no good.
It's awful. Like the old WWE Network, I could look up Terry Funk and get like a whole bunch of like individual Terry Funk matches. I tried that this time. No. I got like
do they
one
update
match.
this, occasionally?
What's that?
Do they update this Peacock WWE area
No.
occasionally? It's never been fixed ever.
No, because it's Peacock's thing. They don't care.
Yeah, it's not really broken per se. It's just not as feature rich.
It's not very user friendly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That they haven't had any updates to make it a little better along the way.
All they do is just change up some of the content and how it's listed, but that's all they do. They don't make any functionality changes to it. No, it stays the same all the time, and it kind of sucks, honestly. Yeah,
Sure does.
I mean, it's great if you just want to watch a full pay-per-view, but if you want to watch any kind of individual segment at all, it's a nightmare.
So we have Wrestle Dream tomorrow.
Yes.
And we talked a bit about this on Dynamite After Dark. What do you guys think Tony Khan's talking about with this is the end of an era in AEW?
The only thing I could think of is it's got to be the streaming deal. Like, I don't know what else it could be. What do you think, Golden Graham?
I'm hoping it's a streaming deal.
Yeah.
I'm hearing more and more industry people tweeting about it, saying like it may not be Full Gear, but December's pay-per-view could be the first one on Max.
If it is Wrestle Dream, you think it would be Full Gear if they're saying it's the end of an era.
You would think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm wondering how this affects the rest of the world, like Canada. And
yeah, that I don't know. Because, I mean, the streaming deals are different from country to country. So
because in Canada, Crave has the rights to HBO and Max content.
Okay.
So we'll get like for example, we got The Flash on there and different things like that. And when Batman came out, we got Batman right away. So if I got wrestling on Crave, I'd be so excited.
Maybe you will.
Let's keep our fingers crossed, gentlemen.
Yes.
Hoping for some streaming deals because pay-per-view is such an antiquated model. Let's move away from it. Move away from it.
We got Brian Cage and Christopher Cage, Christian Cage. Sorry,
There's too many cages and pages and Chris's.
That's the one thing about AEW. They keep the names. It doesn't matter how many. Like if WWE, you got a cage and a page. You're like, no, you're Johnny Come Lately. We're changing your name, Johnny Come Lately. No, it works.
Yep. We're going to put you out there with Big Bill, Johnny Come Lately, and
Would
all
Johnny
the
Come
pages
Lately
and
be an
pages.
okay wrestling name? Now that we think of it, Johnny Come Lately.
Let's not give Tony Khan any ideas now.
I don't think Tony's the one we need to worry about with bad wrestling names. So,
yeah, exactly.
He doesn't do any of them.
which is smart. Like, to me, that's smart. Like, don't change wrestlers' names. We know who these wrestlers are. They have name value.
Well, that was my big thing about Natalia Markova not going to WWE. Because what would they call her?
I mean, they wouldn't call her Natalia because of Natty Neidhart.
Yeah, she'd get totally repackaged.
Yeah.
Maybe they wouldn't even let her keep the Markova thing.
Nope.
No,
But
absolutely.
I could see them trying to make Natalia the evil foreign heel.
It's like I
of the women's
said,
division.
like she would come out wearing the furry hat, the mamuska kind of hat, and the furry boots, and like a long red coat, and like really overemphasize the Russian accent. Like that's what they would do with her. Yeah.
She'd be Lana
Now
2.0 is what she would be.
If because of the fight that we had with Carmella,
Right.
would WWE seize on the right to call her the badass with a great ass? Would they?
Oh,
I don't
but
think
yeah.
so.
Honestly,
you don't think they would?
if I was
I don't
Natalia,
think
I
they
would
would,
trademark
no.
before I signed anything with WWE.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
And I'd be like, hey, you want this trademark? Pay me. If not, you don't get to use it.
F you, pay me. It's like
Mhm.
that. Yeah. What was that in like Goodfellas or something like that? F you, pay me. Well, we got something else in the chat here. WWE got away with Dragunov.
That's
Yeah.
because WWE is like, oh, 2 names isn't cool. You just need 1 name.
And
Yeah.
it's very smart of WWE to let Jade Cargill stay Jade Cargill because
Well, that's
you
her
just
real name.
stole her from AEW. You want to emphasize what big star she is that you're stealing.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll see what they do with her.
Canada Dry, you want to wrap us up here?
All right, so of course, we have some shirts that we want to sell. Of course, it's this one right here. We have the Sharpshooter Action shirt. And we would like you to go on over to Pro Wrestling Tees /F and Wrestling and buy a shirt. And of course, if you want to support us in any way, you can check out our PayPal. Send us a wad of cash. If you want to support us, just send us a wad of cash.
Making sure it's that big. That big.
Yeah.
Too big. Yeah. Let's just put our bear claws up here. This.
Make sure the memo
Dude.
says friends and family, okay?
Yes.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think that sometimes in life, things get really hard. Your friends betray you. The person that said they would always be with you is no longer with you. People die. It's tragedies, and and you just get knocked down. And the important thing is we all get knocked down. But you can't stay there. You can't stay there. You gotta reach out for help. Stand up, dust yourself off, put one foot in front of the other, and just keep fighting.
This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others. head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/effin wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at prowrestlingtees.com/effin wrestling. You can find all these links and much more at our awesome website, effinwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it.
Do you remember that game, Crash Bandicoot?
Yes.
Yes.
Booga Booga.